Today I'm going to be talking about everything we know so far about Minecraft's 1.19, also known as the Wild Update. The Deep Dark is announced by Brandon Pierce, aka King B-Dogs, and the first bit of information we got is that the Warden and the Deep Dark will not be in 1.18, it will be in 1.19, in the Wild Update. And it makes a lot of sense why, because what they said, they're going to be building deep, dark cities. Basically, ancient cities buried underground with the Warden hiding inside somewhere. It's also been said that there will be new loot inside the Deep Dark City's chest, so I don't know if that means really rare loot or a new item we never even heard of. Anyways, they also added new types of skulk. Let's start with the catalyst. Demonstration shows that if I were to kill a creature next to the catalyst, then what would happen is that skulk would appear from underneath it, almost like, in a way, absorbing its body. That'd be an interesting concept. And the amount of skulk that appears depends on how much XP the mob drops. And if you mine this skulk, then you'll get experience from it, especially from the skulk catalyst. It seems to be quite full of experience in a way. And then there's the shriekers. Basically, they shriek when you make vibrations, but it's not that innocent. Once they shriek, everything gets dark. And if it shrieks way too many times, then let's say like 2-3 times, then a warden will appear. And by appear, what happened in the video that they demonstrated, it came from the ground, practically. They say it can come from the ground or from the walls, anywhere to the spot it needs to go to. And that is scary. Oh yeah, and what's worse, wardens can sniff. They can smell. They can smell where you are and move slowly towards you, unless you're able to distract them with, let's say, Snowball, which was used in the demonstration. But if everything goes wrong, if they get too close to you while sniffing you out, then they'll recognize where you are and then kill you. And I don't like anything with the word horror in it, so let's just say Minecraft's gonna be the first scary game that I've ever played, starting at 2022 when the Wild Update releases. But now let's get to the more positive side of the update, the biome changes. At Minecon Live, it was explained that the biomes will be more immersed and diverse. And one of the most shown biome getting a change in this event was the swamp biome. Corey Shiviak, member of the Minecraft Java and Minecraft Dungeons development team, mainly does bug fixes, announces the new swamp changes. They went straight up to saying that Minecraft boats have chests in them. They've also announced a new biome with a new wood type, the mangrove swamp biome, which abounds with mangrove trees. And the mangrove saplings grow in land or in water. So that's a very, very unique sapling and a very unique tree. The mangrove trees are also praised for their roots, being so off the ground that you can actually bring your boats with you on your swamp journeys and you can go underneath the mangroves, and it's pretty interesting. What's also new is the mud block. Basically, if you get a dirt block and hit it with a water bottle, then you get mud. And if you put mud on top of dripstone, like you do with water or lava, the mud block will dry out until it turns into a block of clay. Oh, and also you can make mud bricks, which is pretty cool. It really does go with the mangrove wood. It gives me an idea for a structure when I get my hands on this stuff. And of course, the best thing about any update is the mobs that they add. So what they mentioned they're adding is frogs, which they say is pretty derpy and adorable. They love to jump on lily pads and drip leaves, and they're basically really funny to be around. Yes, they'll be roaming all around the swamp biomes. Frogs can have tadpoles, which are, of course, baby frogs. And if you bring these tadpoles to different biomes, they can turn to different types of frogs. So they say in the swamp they'll grow to be the same frogs that you just saw earlier. If they go to, let's say, a snowy biome, then they can turn into snowy frogs. If they go to a desert or jungle biome, then they can turn into tropical frogs. And all these frogs are said to be different in some sort of way beside their texture, I'm guessing. So I can't wait to see what they do with them. And now for the smallest creature ever to be added into Minecraft. No, smaller than the Endermite. Think smaller. It's the fireflies. They're literally 2 pixels big. And they usually exist for the ambience of, let's say the swamp. It's a beautiful place, but it'd be even more beautiful with fireflies everywhere. The best part about fireflies is that frogs love to eat them. Although, kinda sad if you have a pet firefly, the frogs like it. The final important thing mentioned at Minecon Live was that the ally won the community vote. That means you'll be having this guy walking around, loves note blocks, and he'll pick up a bunch of, stuff. Really makes note blocks really useful. No! Actually start warming up to the ally during the live vote. But I think we all knew the glare was going to be eliminated first anyway, so I'm out of here.